Good morning, 11:12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Sunday, October 8th, 2023. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So I got to get going here very quickly in the next 45 minutes or so. I got a football game here to coach at 1 o'clock, but I still wanted to do my due diligence here. Only did one update yesterday, was refreshing a little bit. Sometimes I take the weekend and I let my voice rest a little bit. As you know, it was a pretty rough week to start the week last week. But with that being said, I wanted to come on and do this update here. XRP's at 5209 on a thinly traded weekend. Haven't done much. The only thing we've done is not given back this 518 area so far. We have fallen below the 20-day, and as I've stated many, many times, yes, we can rally up, but we've exhausted this potential run up here at 55 cents. That hit our technical target on what looked like a fake bull flag disguised within a bear flag. The only thing we've been watching is if we can hold this first layer at 5-1. As it moves across now, it'll be about we'll say that 51 cents. If we go out on to Monday, October 9th, which is tomorrow, you want to hold that 51 cents in that worst case scenario, that 494. But if you're trying to break out, you want to hold this falling channel area and not come back below 51 cents. And then you want to break out of this. It's roughly 54 cents, and then ultimately break in this double top area, which we've said if you get on top of 55 cents, then you can start looking at this drawn out pattern here a little bit. And it started all the way back on June of 22, this rising channel. And we're below the 524 on converging moving averages right now. Now what we need to look for here, it's very important on this Sunday morning right now before the futures opens. Watch the 200-day and the 4-hourly. If we lose 517, then it's below where I talked about at 51 cents. And then if you lose that, you know you're in some trouble. Then 494, or we'll just say 49 cents is your last area, which is the pattern. The short-term pattern formation is down at 49 cents. And then the farther part of the formation, if you do break down, you'd have roughly 44, 43 cent area. And then below that, you lose 40 cents. You've got down at 35.5 cents. Will that happen? Until this inverted head and shoulders is invalidated? No. If it's invalidated, we have nothing really stopping us. If you invalidate this inverted head and shoulders, you brought yourself below 49 cents. You lose this inverted right arm. And then the only thing to crack is the head at 46 cents. That should come down in due process if you were to break to the downside. So I'm not going to make it complicated this morning. Very simplistic. We're on the top side of this falling channel in the short term. That started back in early August, so a couple months ago. And now we're trying to see if this plays true. We have a breakout attempt right now. We haven't broke the actual pattern formation, but we've broken to the top side the short-term bear flag that was formed after we broke back into the pattern formation. This was our attempt over here to rally past this area, but we were unable to as we tried to push towards the top of the true formation, which as of right now, if we were to come up there, you're talking about 85 cents. But there's a big rising channel in between that. And we've got this in the 4-hourly. We have invalidated, as of right now, that dot cross that came through some time ago. And now we've crossed it back up. So are we truly invalidating this? I know a lot of people are going short right now. So if you're going short, just be precautious. If you're going short on Bitcoin, I know a lot of people are going short at 28K. A lot of people I respect. So we have to keep that in mind because this very well could be the end of this pattern. We drew this out for a reason. It's getting rejected right now at that 27,000 or 28,000. And now it's converged between 28,000 resistance and this 27,696 or 700 area as a support. What gives way first? Does Bitcoin get above 28,000 and start working its way back up? Or is this where it finally taps out and now we lose 27,700 and we have this nice impressive fall first to 25,194. Then we've got an area of about 22,500 before we ultimately come down to about 21,966. That's if we break down and this channel holds. Right now we're firmly within this channel. Until we're on top of 28,000, this channel's holding. So pay attention to this. This would be the opportune time to short the market on Bitcoin if you think this is where it dies out. It's very risky, but this would be the opportune time. Like I said, you don't want to play it down here at 26,000. If you're going to do it, you do it on this downtrending resistance line, which it's beautifully on right now. So I've seen a few people suggest this in the comments yesterday, and I highly respect the ones who said 28,000. So if you're reading their comments, maybe put a little stock into what they're saying. Obviously, be cautiously optimistic if you're going short, but that 28K is the designated level if we're going to break down. What I will caution you on is the fact in the daily, we have had the 20 crossing back through, and we can completely invalidate this bearish thesis if we can push forward and that 20-day can move past that 100 right here. But that would force us to hold the 28,000 and then push up. We could retrace back down to 27,200 to see if we have strength. But in a situation like this, there's a lot of people that are going to be tempted to go short. I guarantee it. And it is a very tempting proposition here because it is absolutely up at the bottom of the broadening wedge where it broke down. And this would suggest if we got rejected here, this was your bearish move up. And this is kind of like how you trap some people. So I believe both ways, shorts and longs are being liquidated right now. So just pay very close attention if you're going short or long here. This is hitting the bottom of the breakdown on the broadening wedge. On the bearish side now, we need to get above 28,000 and hold for this to be more bullish. And then ultimately for Bitcoin, you would still need to break up and over 29,600 and get on top of 30,644 to try to re-break to the top of the broadening wedge. And then with XRP, we've already looked at the chart, but we need to be above 28 billion. That's your key signal. And you can see the 20s recross the 200. So we are in the process of trying to invalidate this short-term bearishness. However, this can easily continue on and stay true. So watch 28 billion. If we're on top of it, something can happen, and a spike can happen up to 30.8 billion. If you're below it, at any time we can retest 27.2 and all the way down to 26.7. And then if we break that and hold, then we can try to invalidate this inverted head and shoulders. I'm XRP Future Millionaire. If you got anything out of this, please make sure to hit that like button. It'll help push us through the analytics more than you could ever know. If you appreciate the show, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn the bell notification to all. If you want to show me that extra support, you can always send a YouTube super chat. Join Tom's Army, although there hasn't been very much of either lately, which I'm perfectly okay with. All I need is people to watch my content. I'm not here to get rich. And then if you want to trade your favorite crypto, video description below. You've got XRP. If you're a worldwide user and you don't want to pay spot maker fees, MEXC, they just don't allow new users right now in the USA. Old users are welcome. And then FEMX for the USA, lower spot maker fee, no VPN, and you can futures and spot trade until your heart desires, or up until your heart desires you to stop. And then other than that, stay positive over negative. It's our job to be positive. We can keep this a nice, beautifully positive and spiritual community. A lot of helpful people. Don't forget to give thanks to our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ on this Sunday morning. Besides that, stay blessed. I appreciate all the support, and I will catch you later on today.